Say so right now until the truth comes out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. Say so right now, left alone, cried out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. I don't understand what they want from me. They take my hands, washing them in dirty water. Try to find what's right in a distant place, so far away. The silence fills my heart with empty space. But now I'm sure of where I'll go from here, and tensions rise. They push me to divert my vision, but I
from dust.
Good evening, everyone from the EU server. You just saw the fantastic trailer made by Shapey, one of the members in the crew, and he has been responsible for quite a lot of graphics for the Blitz Premier Cup. And tonight we are very excited because this is going to be the start of the stage 2, where best teams on the EU server will fight against one another, and we will see what you expect tonight. Tonight we will follow A1N1 versus Serenity, and then DIN0S versus Endgame. So this is a schedule. However, tonight is quite a special night. There are only 4 streamers available. It's quite unlucky, I would say, this season. A lot of the main streamers aren't readily available. So we have a lot of new streamers coming through. So definitely you should show your support to them. One of them will be Noob Eater, and we will see. He will be following BPS versus Veil, and then, if I get it right, should be Serenity versus LOCA. And then we also Exit from the Polish community. However, he's going to stream in English as well, but it's going to be on Twitch, and he'll be following LOCA versus Immortals, and then it will be Veil versus APA. And finally, we have Fujit. Tonight, he will be following APA versus Endgame, and then it will be Endgame, and it will be Turks versus A1N1. Yes, and this is the schedule for you tonight. We have some really great games coming up, and here we go. This is the group stage format. There are 10 teams, round robin series, and it's the best of 7. The top 4 will advance directly to the final stage. The upper bracket first round, the 5th to the 8th, will go to the last chance tournament, where it will be double elimination, and the top 2 will advance to the final stage, but only with 1 life. So here we are. We have the lineups with Hellstorm being the captain of the team, and then we also have Naker, Didi Sala, Criminal, Mimo, the Black Star, Comedy, Scadudo, Jara, Jones, and Skills. Serenity, we have Spitfires, Brokey as the captains of the team. We also have Herr Kimmich, People Gel, People Angel, Days, Platt, Alpha, Trituni Nune, and Itex in the team. And you should have seen here in the poll, you are able to vote for the winner of round 1 tonight. So kudos to YouTube finally getting the poll function up. I tried it with Streamlabs before, and it didn't work out nicely. So hopefully YouTube is not going to be a terrible thing. And then we have second game. We have Endgame with only 9 players. I think they are the only team with only 9 players registered. They have Hollow Purple and Minchley as the captains of the team, and they also have People Devil, also known as Bobby. And we also have Caroline, I Love, Zuzibe, Marshmallow, Akishiyu, Toby180, and Orca. DIN0S is going with Vanasaur and Neon as the captains of the team. We also have Cross, Amarales, Clava, Kachibe. I have no idea. I have to double check the pronunciation. We also have Pops, Frostmorn, Snap Back to Reality, also known as Playmaker, and then finally we have Redickwell from Endgame. You couldn't leave that clan because supposedly he has the tester role, and you cannot leave the clan while you're a tester, otherwise your roles will be retracted. Tester role is a role granted by Wargaming, where you have where they will have exclusive access to unreleased tanks, and that is why a lot of people aren't able to leave their current clan and join the other clan, and you will see some clans borrowing other players. And finally, if you want to donate to the prize pool, here is the PayPal link. Donate to this link. If you're donating through Super Chat, it will be a personal donation, not donation to the prize pool. So Streamlabs, I think it should go directly to PayPal. So if you donate via Streamlabs, then that will also go into PayPal and the prize pool of Blitz Premier Cup. At the moment, we have around 460 euros. We hope to get more as the tournament goes on, because last season we had more than 2,000 euros, and this time we only have around 400 something euros. So hopefully we have more, so we can reward to the teams who have played really well. If I continue, we say hello to everyone. Hello to Overdose and Fadi, DD, RM, and also Thruster. So hello all. Hopefully we have more people joining soon. At the moment, very good. We have around 13 viewers, so I think everyone is excited now. Obviously. Ooh. Okay, so doing something behind the scenes. So before we continue, just wait for a few moments. It will be back. Right. And now we are back. Okay, tonight we have BPS versus Vale. That is going to be streamed by Newbie for the first round. DIN0S versus Turks will not be streamed, unfortunately. And then we have A1N1 versus Serenity. That was streamed by me. And Exit will be following LOCA versus Immortals. And finally, APA versus Engin. That will be streamed by Fujit. There are 10 teams in this round, so it's a big round robin. So there are lots of games to play and lots of excitement as well. Okay. Here we are, and hopefully all the rooms be created. There we go. All the rooms be created, so that's brilliant. Let's change. A1N1 versus Serenity. At the moment, we have only a net force. You need to. Because back that. Here we go. Oh, I have to tell Nat to remember to spectate. And then we also have Flytex, Spitfires, Brokey, Days, Plat, and Alpha on Team B already. However, we still have a lot of time, so don't forget. At the moment, the poll, there are 15 votes. 40% of you go for A1N1, and 60% of you go for Serenity. Hello Legions, how are you doing? Hello everyone. I can't call you RM. Damien. Hello Damien. Hopefully we have more people joining soon. Remember to like the stream if you haven't already. Okay. There we go. We also have Tritun Ninune in this room. We don't have A1N1 showing up yet. There are 5 minutes left. So that's basically, that's still a lot of time left. At the moment, Kim is also here. So I actually will get this started. The bracket. And here we go. We'll start the tournament. And then I'll mark everything as in progress. Everything is in progress. There we go. So 4 more minutes left. We'll wait for teams to join and here we are. Serenity. They have 7 players in. Flytex, Kimmich, Spitfires, Brokey, Days, Plat, and Alpha are in. Nat is doing a good job at the moment, so it's always a good thing to see. A1N1, I hope they have the invite. If they don't, so they might have to ping us, but at the moment it's fine. Gonna check wait, everything is fine. We'll start off with I misspelled Premier. five rooms created, so very well done. We'll start off with Middleburg and then Yukon, Normandy, and finally Descent. So we're still left with the A1N1 to come through. To make sure that exit is now in. Couldn't see him streaming at the moment. Hopefully, he did say that he might be late, so hopefully he will arrive as soon as possible, but latest like 15 minutes later. Hopefully there is nothing bad about it. Oh, A1N1 has joined. Days, why is he in the other team? Well, we have a little bit of a mistake, but it doesn't matter. Hello everyone. This is fine. I don't know what tanks they have taken so far. They haven't readied up yet, so it doesn't matter. At the moment, it's fine. Skill and Skadudo will back, meaning Blackstar and Naka will play. Okay, no specs. But that will be arranged shortly, I believe. Yes, here we go. Going to end the poll very soon. Yeah, you know, I'm going to end up. I mean, I'm going to type. There are 59% of you going for Serenity. It seems something's wrong with the plug-in. Yay! There we go. Yeah, the poll function is definitely working for this. Nice. Exit is on time, so that's good. Okay, we have the tanks ready. Middleburg. Serenity is going for triple M6Os by Flytix, Kimmich and Platt. Spitfires in the IS-4, broke key in the Victor's Light, double crown by Days and Alpha. A1N1 is going for quadruple crown bargains by Criminal, the Blackstar, Copper D and Hellstorm, Jera in the IS-4 with Naka in T125 and DD Solar in 215B. The problem with Middleburg is that it's quite predictable where teams would go, usually to the hillside. You see more and more teams going a full-on rush onto A and B to shut down the tank there as quickly as soon as possible, particularly from the north side. So when you're trying to get B, you have to be really careful about that and make sure you have enough support for the tank. Try to get B. But that can be different because if you send everyone to just one cap and ignore the hillside, chances are you might have to defend in the city, which never goes right. So we saw what happened to DTG back in Asia server when they did that. GB just sent everyone to hillside, leaving them trying to rush on B and couldn't find anyone forced to defend in city. You can see how difficult it is to defend city, especially with B cap being very close to the hillside and quite hard, you know, to decap. And we have now Brokey. Let's follow Brokey for a moment. He's the only tank. That is medium or light. So we're seeing more of the mediums or lights being phased out due to the release of M6Os. And I'm really happy. That's a good to know. Thank you. Sorry. Just having some creepy crawlers here, and Rookie has taken a lot of hits trying to get spots up, and now it's down to around 1,000 hit points, which is not good. Cap points is with A1N1 at the moment. They got B, so that's really good. Serenity didn't get any cap. They try to get A, but they do not have the cap lead. A1N1 has 4 heavy tanks near the city heavy side. No, the hill side. We do see a lot of heavies for A1N1 back in the spring season, where they did best BPS with 7 heavy strategies. They don't really like their mediums or lights though. That is to say that the heavies have a lot of hit points and really good armor as well. So if A1N1 still defending Serenity, dropping some unnecessary hit points, with Alpha dropping some hit points, and Brokey are quite low. What Serenity is really good at is chipping away hit points of the other team, but they haven't been able to do that. So Spitfire's trying to get C, but A1N1 are positioned really nicely. If you can see, DD Sala, great shot right here by Spitfires, but Spitfires just temporarily got out of C. Criminal might be able to put a shot into Spitfires to reset it, and he couldn't. Spitfires might be able to get the C cap, and that would be big. Oh, Spitfires got C. That is really big here, and he's going to pull back, and I think A1N1 is grasping the opportunity to shut down Spitfires as soon as possible. Very quick response by A1N1. They just got into C immediately after Spitfire's been pulling back. So actually, A1N1 has plan B, and they got C, and now the cap is going to take heavily into A1N1's favor, but they also lost quite a lot of hit points trying to do that. It's all on to Serenity to make a move. Will they be able to shut down Criminal? I think A1N1 might have a misplay here. They got Criminal and also Jera a little bit isolated. That they are somewhat in front of the defensive line by A1N1, and Serenity might be making use of that. Look at Days. He's going to farm for Days, and he's going to put a great shot into Jera, and probably last shell into Hellstorm, or is it going to be Jera? It's going to be, I don't know. He's going to reload his second shell, is it not? He's going to reload his second shell, and he bounces a shot from Days. We have Criminal dead already. The hit points are now in favor of Serenity. That is really good indeed. Great shots, but the caps though, they are still in favor of A1N1. So A1N1 just had to stay alive for as long as they could. Brokey diving into the city, trying to get B, but Naked will be there to shut down Brokey. So I think they don't have a lot of time now. They need to kill tanks off. The hit point's still neck and neck here. It could go either which way. And Hellstorm's dropping the reactive armor at a really crucial time. With Spitfire's now very, very low. If he dies now, A1N1 is actually very close to winning this one. And I would say Platinum with Spitfire's dead. Hellstorm is also dead. They're really trying to get C. And they got C. And this is really important here. Naked is trying to shut down Days. That would be very, very important. And Naked dropping the reactive armor. A1N1 doing really well with the hit point push sharing, but they are losing so many hit points already. Serenity really punishing A1N1 for their formation. They really got dissolved a little bit at the end. But Platinum is stuck probably on the chassis of the Crown Wagon. I don't know, couldn't recall. But now with Serenity with all 3 caps, surely this is going to be Serenity's game. What a turnaround it is. Days Killing of Comedy. First game goes to Serenity. What a turnaround that was. I thought A1N1 would have this in the bag when they got C very quickly out of the grasp of Serenity, but they kind of flaked when they got C, and that allowed, Serenity to punish them for that. I think if they had secured the left flank of from their perspective, from A1N1's perspective, the left flank of C, they might be better. Those two tanks kind of stuck at the front line would be able to absorb more pressure, and really great job to Serenity for really inviting pressure onto A1N1. And A1N1 simply they need to cope with this kind of pressure, and Serenity just very experienced with this kind of play. This is all to do with Spitfire, so Spitfires, don't underestimate him. He is a really good caller, and it's so far it's 1-0 to Serenity. Right. Just doing stuff behind the scenes a little bit. Oof. Here we go. Serenity. Now going with blue team Southbourne with A1N1 red team no sport this time, and we have Naked going into A1N1 doing really aggressive move there. Let me change the scene before I forget. You will be able to see. Let me double check if I get everything right on the stream. That is right. A is now getting captured by A1N1. I thought it was fail. Sorry. But they have 4 tanks there, and very few tanks near the hill. But this is a really interesting strategy. I have never seen that before. That leaves Brokey a little bit useless here because he hasn't spotted anyone yet. But the M6Os potentially could be in a little bit of trouble if A1N1 decides to push these 2 tanks out, especially when you push these 2 tanks. M60 does not have really good DPM, around 2,500 damage, according to Rolling Swarm. And they only have 2 shells in their clip with around 400 alpha in each shell. It's not like Wagen where you might think twice for rushing them, but M60 is a totally different story. These 2 M60s have only 2 shells in their clip, so absolutely, they will have to think whether to push. Absolutely. If they push the M60s, chances are they won't take too many damage in doing so. Brokey is now rotating downwards, actually going to try get B. And that could initiate a push by A1N1, but at the same time, Brokey would need to run away very quickly if A1N1 decides to make a move on B. They don't have the caps as well once again this time. A1N1. Brokey is spotted. Naka, great shot right here, just in time. That was a great shot by Naka. And once again, Serenity are on the back foot. They don't have the hit point advantage. They don't have the cap advantage. This is looking worse for wear, I would say, for Serenity. They really need to chip away the hit points of A1N1 a lot better than A1N1 is. And Brokey has repaired his... No, he hasn't repaired his tracks. Spitfires is taking a little bit hit over the Serenity. If they keep on dropping hit points like that, they will have a very tough time rushing A1N1. They have to be really careful here. Black Star is spotted, but at the moment it's still very still. Very stagnant gameplay by both teams. You aren't seeing anything happening. This is really not well. Is it not typical of Middleburg. It's actually typical of Middleburg. You usually see one cap, the C cap being the controversial cap, I would say. The cap that a lot of teams would like to go for, but couldn't quite get it because there are angles that you could work to reset that. And then you have the caps near the city where you can try to get it, and try to play with that. Oh, Hellstorm taking a big beating by M60O. Days is going into the city side, but also taking a lot of hits here. So the hit points are still with A1N1. C is going to be captured by Criminal. Oh, I think A1N1 might have a good idea here, but the Serenity, they are paying for trying to go into city. They're trying to rush, but A1N1 knows this information. They have to be really careful about it, but they aren't able to capture decap C. So A1N1 still has to hit the cap lead here. The hit points are still with Serenity, A1N1, I mean, but time is running out. A1N1 is definitely sensing some move by Serenity. So what Black Star is going to do? He is going to shut down Spitfire. He's going to put a great shell there. Oh, it's a bounce though. Oh, gets tracked and gets shot once again. Oh, Black Star gets absolutely nullified there, trying to shut down Spitfires. Never ever bully Spitfires. It never works. So Comedy killing off Spitfires, that's really good. But Jericho's trying to go for B. He's trying to get a cap stop for A1N1. A1N1 still has a cap. This is going to be important. Brokey getting C. That's very, very important here as well. But with Comedy now down, the cap was could flip at any moment. If they kill one more tank, that will flip. A is going to be captured. B is captured by A1N1. Still really, really tense days. If he dies right here, it could be A1N1's game. So, Criminal, is he going to land that shot? Great shot into days, but Plat is dead. Meaning, it's going to be, oh, 995, it's stuck on 995, Criminal. He kills up days. Oh. What a win for A1N1. Oh my goodness me. That capture from me was so important, and the inability of Serenity's forces to kill off one tank and losing two tanks at the same time really seals the fate for A1N1. And that is tight call. What a game that was. Criminal, I think he is shaking a lot for that, and wow, what a fight. 3 tanks doing more than 2k for Serenity. Anyone that won 2 tanks doing more than 2k for them, and it was so close. And I would say these two teams are relatively closely matched, but at the moment it seems Serenity are doing well in untangling, or as we say, breaking down A1N1's forces. They seem to be, you know, the detergent, and A1N1 is the oil slick here. And if Serenity is able to break them down even more quickly, not until pretty much like the end. I don't know, Serenity looks like to be the better team here, but by no means A1N1 is bad. They really played well with the caps and so on. So I really think A1N1 potentially caused a problem. Now we are on to Yukon. This is a heavy map, definitely. Middleburg is kind of mobility oriented map. So A1N1 is going to take a lot of super heavies. Double Mouse by Scadudo, Didi Sala, Hellstorm D100, Comedy and Grim, double AMX50B, and LOCA T125. Serenity spamming M60Os for them by Flytex, Days, Platt, and Alpha. Malthus will be played by Spitfire, Brokey, Vickers Light, and Herr Kimmich in Kramwagen. So, I've got to say hello to Banner. How are you doing, Banner Suela? That's a very special name here, but A1N1 just going to commit most of their forces into the northeastern corner with B going to be captured by Serenity potentially, and that is going to be an important cap for Serenity. Set going to be cap lead this time for Serenity. C is going to be captured by A1N1, but that mouse is so slow. I don't know, maybe Spitfires is it's on steroids, I don't know. We have to find out soon. But Kimmich spotted up Naka. That shot didn't hit, but Naka would know someone's in that bush, and he tries to, you know, blind fire. And Kimmich knows really well if he doesn't pull back, he might get shot. So well done to Kimmich, and Naka, well done to you as well. A is getting captured by A1N1. That is a very important one. That will put A1N1 within 1 kill away from flipping the cap points. Serenity, they have the cap points this time, but they don't have the hit points. So A1N1, they know. I think they know they have this advantage. So they really have to find an isolated tank and apply pressure on Serenity and get a good rotation. And Serenity needs to be really careful here. They might be in some sort of problem if they are unable to trade much better than A1N1. So far, it's going to be a stalemate. Once again, A1N1 defending. It's kind of a common strategy for both teams. A1N1 wants to play with caps and tries to defend their caps as good as they can. Serenity doesn't matter if they get caps or not. They are really going for a boom strategy here, and A1N1 going for a turtle strategy. So what we would see here, Serenity, boom strategy works against the turtle strategy. The problem with this here is that Serenity is actually the turtle, not the boom. A1N1 is required to be the boom, so it's going to be quite weird for both teams. So Kimmich dropping some hit points. So oh, thank you for that overdose. My laugh makes you happier. And Black Star might be going in, is it not? It's gonna, you know, crawl a little bit. No, you don't want to be spotted, but you spotted Kimmich. The police is there to stop the Black Star from advancing a little bit, but DD Sala is going to be the Chungus here. Oh, and Spitfires, the battle of Chungus. Maybe both of them will put shots in. Spitfires put a shot into DD Sala, and vice versa. That's a good way to say vice versa anyway. So with the days, oh, there we go. We're going to see a push there. DD Sala might be in trouble here, but they're focusing the mouse. They can only focus the mouse here, so you can't blame GB for this. With Serenity unable to do anything about DD Sala now looking to punish Serenity for being naughty. And will DD Sala be able to push out? He's taking a lot of hit here. Oh, but DD Sala tracked. A great shot into Days, but DD Sala is getting punished. Try and go in like that. But what is Spitfire's doing here is just going in straight. Great shot into DD Sala, but he is isolating himself, so is this going to be a good idea by Spitfires? It could be a good idea. DD Sala is now killed. Spitfires getting some help from his teammates. Platt and Flytex are using their M6Os. And they're putting great shots there. Kimmich is down there in the Kramwagen. But C's captured. B's captured by A1N1, and C is going to be captured by Serenity, but the hit points is still with A1N1, but the cap points are with A1N1 now. Serenity, they have to be careful here. They don't want to lose an R-type with Alpha now very isolated. They have to kill off the Black Star very quickly. Days has to stay alive. Scardudo might be able to land a shell, but it's going to be Brokey killing off Scardudo. Platt is also very low, and that kill can be very important here, but Serenity got 3 caps here. Let's actually head down to Alpha versus Naka. It's a 1 versus 1, and that can be very important. And with Days very low. Oh, but Comedy's coming here to shut down potentially. That will be very important. Comedy killing off Days, and hit points now still with A1N1, but the cap points are with A1N1 potentially. And that kill right here, you're seeing Brokey killing off Criminal. Hands Serenity. That win. Another brilliant play with Caps and Serenity. Same style as A1N1 last game, if not even more nail-biting. That kill handed Serenity that win. So it was a blow for both teams here. It was a blow for Serenity last game, but this game it was a blow to A1N1. So it's now even Stevens 2-1 for Serenity, and it's still really really tight. And we are on to the second game. Hopefully there is some... Oh dear. New meter stream crashed. That's not good. Juicy is streaming. Okay, here we go. We have A1N1 going with E100 by the Black Star, Double Crown by Criminal and Hellstorm, Double Bounce by Scardudo and DD Sala with Comedy and Naked Double T125. Serenity Blue Team Serviceable, we have Herkimmich, Kramwagen, M6 Years by Alpha, Days, Flytex, Spitfires, Mouse, Platt in the T125, Brokey in the Vickers Light. So let's head down to Brokey here. He will get a lot of spots. Black Star spotted up Brokey, but they aren't able to put a shot. But I think Brokey has to run away from this one. A1N1 Naked only managed to splash onto Brokey. It could have gone horribly wrong. But that is very important. It's in Serenity with Brokey getting 6 tanks spotted. So they can absolutely go for A, but with D, I don't think they are able to reset D here. So the cap points this time are with A1N1. Serenity has C. They might go for A as well, with Brokey going for that. But Spitfires might be looking for B, but at the same time, Criminal and Black Star are defending B. So they can't really go for that and reset that. But they'll try to get A! Blatt! Getting a lot of hits as well. Brokey, I mean... got a lot of hits at the start, so Serenity doesn't have a really good start here, and that could very well mean that it's going to be 2-2, but it's too early to call. I would say if Serenity is able to trade really well, then it could go very differently, but I would say at the moment it's really A1N1's game to lose here. They have more than 3,000 hit points of advantage, potentially extending that to 4,000 if Serenity drops more hit points. And A1N1 definitely, they know they have done really well in trading perspective. So they're going to push their lineup probably and apply pressure on Serenity. Potentially, they will make a play on C, but they have caps, so they can't just stay and defend. But they have the hit point pool advantage, so they want to make use of that and apply even more pressure to A1N1. So that Serenity has a very difficult time in pushing and rotating and win with caps. Criminal in that Kramwagen, great shot into Spitfires, and he will put another shell into Spitfires. Oh, really? I think Serenity is in deep trouble. Criminal is going to put another shell. No, he's going to wait until his other shell reloads. And it's going to be a shell into Spitfires, but Serenity has taken no time. Very quick respawns to shut down the Black Star. Alpha is going to reload, but they are swiftly responded by A1N1. This is certainly A1N1, I would say. I can't really see how Serenity is going to come back from this. Flytex is now dead, but also Hailstorm is getting chased around by Brokey. Alpha is now running away, but there are so many brawls happening in so many different corners. Platt is going to put a shell into Comedy with Scardudo now very low. Spitfire is also very low. Scardudo is now finally dead, but it's now 6 versus 5 with also Spitfires dead. 6 versus 4. This is probably the first time where we see a team being a lot more convincing than the other, and that this team is A1N1. The hit points still with A1N1 and caps firmly in favor of A1N1. And DD Sala, a great AC shell into Herkimmich, and that ram couldn't kill off Herkimmich with Platt now dead. Naked kills off Herkimmich with Alpha. Now a one shot. Going to be killed by DD Sala. Hellstorm is now dead. That is going to buy some time, but that's not going to be enough time with DD Sala still really healthy and Criminal full health. Actually, it's now 975 cap points for A1N1, and really Days the last person standing. Criminal is just going to use his speed boost, maybe ramming into Days, and Days just unable to do anything about this. And Criminal, can he put his last shell into Days? No, just not quite there yet. The battle has finished before Criminal is able to put that last shell in. What a game! A1N1 did really well chipping away hit points to Serenity. Serenity this time not careful enough, dropping so many hit points at the start, and they can't really do anything. They try their best to salvage the massive hit point pool deficit they have, but they can't really do it. A1N1 did really well, and it's now 2-2. It's going to be Normandy. Double checking the chat. Oof. You have results in already end game. 4-0 against APA. That was a very very jaw-dropping result right here. You would think that APA would at least win some games against Endgame, especially during the professionals tournament. APA won Endgame 3-2, if I remember correctly. So for APA to lose Endgame 0-4 now, this is a shocker. And they were poised to finish in the top 4 once again. And this season it's a really good season. It's a really good opportunity for APA to do so. They are really strong back in the spring season, and for them to do 0-4 against Endgame is really not a good start. But Endgame, we could very well say they're back. Are we going into the next one? A1N1 going with Criminal and the Crown Vargan alongside Comedy and Hellstorm. Leopard 1 by Naker, Blackstar, and the Mouse. Double T1 10E5 by Skadudo and Didisala, with Serenity going for IS4, played by Brokey, Double Crown by Fly6 and Hyokimic, M6Yo, Spitfires, Double T1 10E5 by Platt and Alpha with Days in the Vegas line. I don't think Form Part Criminal will kill you if you say Serenity would win. But at the moment, I don't know what's their thought process with a mouse on Normandy. It seldom works because it's very undulated map. This is a typical map that favors a lot of hold down tanks that you can see at Serenity. Only with 2 tanks not being held down. A nice one you can kind of say it's a hold down tank, but it's not really used for that purpose. It can hold down, but it's better off as a heavily armored tank role. And with Comedy securing that crater right here, that is going to be very important to get a lot of spots and a lot of shots. Potentially, especially when Hyokimic is in this area, has to play it really carefully. But the cap points are with Serenity right now. So all eyes will be on A, because this cap is a cap that is going to be where all the clans, A1N1 Serenity, will be looking to capture. Naker is there to reset A, so you see A1N1 not attempting to get any tanks into A, so Serenity can very well go for A and try to seal the game. But that could also give a signal to A1N1 to push them, and Platt Sported taking a lot of hits. Oh my goodness me. Platt crashed. Oh gosh. Oh dear. This is not the right time, not a good time to crash. That handed A1N1 more than 1,000, almost 2,000 hit points of advantage. Rip to Platt. Oh, shot's been fired. Crim. Have to be really careful about that one. Oh my goodness me. A1N1, are they trying to instigate Serenity here? No, you can't restart. It's unless wargaming, unless my game doesn't load at all, unless I can't log into the game. That is probably wargaming's fault. But it's only one person's. Oh dear. Platt is dead. Alpha is. What is Serenity doing? Are they forfeiting? What's going on? So Serenity decides. I'm just going to get out of this Spitfires instead. Everyone see. It seems that their pre-tag's still there, but it seems don't know what's. It's really weird. Don't know what's going on. They're going to still shoot, or I'll just get out of the garage. But it seems two teams have agreed to let this one go and play once again. Well, if normally it still goes on, but if A1N1 leaves the battle there, it means they agree to restart, I think. So it's don't know what's going on. Okay, we have no idea what's going on. Okay, so it seems So once again we have Serenity on the south side and A1N1 on the north side, but because A1N1 left this battle, that result won't be registered officially. So A1N1 has a different strategy. They will have a different strategy. They have DD and Comedy down in this crater. So I would say A1N1 doesn't have to do this, but credits to them for doing so. Really wanting to win the games when all players are not under the issue of peg spikes or something like that. So kudos to A1N1, but they absolutely don't have to do that. But anyway, we have Serenity. We have Brokey in the middle. Yes, so it didn't count. So I think the scoreline didn't change. So at the moment, they are lagging. They can't play. They are now playing though. Blackstar has taken a hit. Also, Comedy has taken a little bit of hit. What happened is that Platt crashed. His game crashed, and A1N1 left in Unity because left in Unity because they want to fight 737. They don't want to fight 736. So that's really good stuff by them, and that won't happen in official tournaments though. Wargaming doesn't care. The match still goes on when that happens. Yes, so A1N1 agreed through this, so yes, nothing happened, but great shot into Spitfires from Criminal. Hailstorm is there, hold down, Crim is also there. Well, Hipwin's still with Serenity though, that seems to have, you know, dented A1N1's tempo by a little bit after this restart, and A1N was dropping a lot of hit points, trying to get aggressive combat to get a lot of hits here. They're trying to make a move onto Herkimer is dropping their speed boost to run away from this situation, but that will leave Roki isolated. So Hailstorm, or with Comedy, getting taken out very quickly. Himish also getting taken out quickly here. Serenity still with a hit point pool lead. But the cap lead is now with A1N1's, and they're trying to shut down DD as well. All the actions happening near B area. Platt is coming in, supports Flytix. And Platt is going to put a shell into DD Sala. And it's going to be the case. Naked is also dead. Flytix is now really low, and it's going to put a shell. Oh, can't put a shell. Flytix is killed. Alpha is killed. Hellstorm is killed. This is a textbook dog standard right here. With the Black Star now quite low. Spitfire is trying to brawl against Black Star, but it's a mouse, so it's going to be hard as well. It's 3 versus 4, but Broky is still really healthy. Criminal is going to show his backside to Broky here, but Dace coming in. Great shot right here. Kryn is now dead, with Spitfire is now pretty much very low. 422. Black Star is now a one shot, and Daze kills off Black Star. Sam will say raid green, not raid blue. Scadudo is the last person standing, and that game will go to Serenity. It's now 3-2 for them. Match point to them, and other games have finished 4-1, so this game is the only game that is still going on, and it's now 3-2. Well done. A1N1 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Serenity 5 tanks doing more than 2k. That was a much better game by Serenity. They held well. A1N1 losing so many hit points trying to push onto Serenity, but the hesitation meant that they can't redo that. And it's now the other side. Okay, I'm just going to check Discord. Okay. Okay, it's taking some time for them to change tanks, but I think you had APA changing the players at the very last minute, so not appreciated. Okay, new beta. I'm not sure if his stream is still live, but at the moment 3-2, and we are back. On the other side of Normandy. Here we go. We have Serenity, triple Crown Bargains by Flight Hercules and Brokey, double M60s by Spitfires and Alpha, Platt in the T125, Vickers by Days. We also have A1N1 going with Didi Sala in the 215B, Jera in the Crown alongside Comedy, Naked in the T22, triple T125s by Blackstar, Hellstorm, and Scar Doodle. Once again, Serenity, Blue Team, South Spawn, and A1N1, Red Team, North Spawn. They're going to have a lot of Vickers lights, and they're going to have tanks going for C, and Days is spotted just only. And we are CAD getting captured by A1N1, C is captured by Serenity by just a tiny second right here. And look at the Aneka in that position. Thanks to Demo for showing this position back in that Russian tournament. I think that was last year, where we first saw someone going into this position to reset A. And we will see whether Aneka is able to reset A, or Hakumi has second thoughts. At the moment, Alpha say be right back quick. Not sure where Alpha is. Alpha is so at the back. Is it that the Spitfire is going to be out of the game for a little while? Not sure. Blackstar is taking a little bit of hit already. Hit was still with Serenity and A1N1 taking some hits as well. Double checking everything is fine. Good. APA's change. That has been registered. Hello 34, how are you doing? It was a good game so far, but this is typical Capfest. As you are seeing right here, Normandy. I think this has a lot of historical significance. If you haven't known it already, the D-Day, if I must say, I don't know which part of the beach. I think the Allies landed on several beaches in Normandy. And I'm not sure which part it is. I remember there are like 5 beaches, and one of them is called Juno because one of my classmates is called Juno, and he is really handsome. But joking, joking. And one of them is Utah because Utah is definitely a place in the US. So, no, I just can't remember all the names here and the landscape. But we're seeing some action going on. Brokey and Platt trying to shoot Blackstar, but not really successful. But at the same time, it doesn't do much. Are we going into the situation where all 2 teams here would use up all 7 minutes? Let's hope it's not the case, but it's looking like to be the case. It's still really, dull at the moment. There's nothing happening. I haven't prepared any script for doing a tour guide around Normandy because this is supposed not to be a tourist attraction. But this, I mean, Normandy, if you haven't known it, haven't known it already, really when and where the Allies are making a comeback in World War II and winning the Axis powers in the end. So that has a lot of significance. And I really like Wargaming to release a map for this particular event. And on the other hand, Hellstorm is receiving some hits here. So actually, it's not like both teams are not doing anything sitting ducks. It's just both teams trying to chip away hit points of the other team. It seems Serenity is doing a better job at that. And it's still A1N1's job to defend. Serenity has to, rotate and get kills and spots. Because the deficit is within like 3 cap points, 1 kill. I would say 1 kill would spin things around, especially if they get a brief cap stop on D. That will also spin things around. So Spitfires might be looking to get a brief cap stop. No, I don't think so. That would be a bad idea. Comedy look at where he is. He might be able to put a shot in Spitfires if Spitfires decides to go to D temporarily, and shots been fired. Serenity is looking to make a push onto D. There are only 2 minutes left to go, but already Spitfire's attempt to go D has been thwarted by A1N1. Hit points are now neck and neck, so the initial advantage of Serenity they possess in chipping away hit points of A1N1, that has been eliminated. We are also seeing Brokey in Kramwagen receiving a hit by Scorpity or Skadudo. They're going to shut down Skadudo very quickly, but Brokey is taking a lot of hits. Oh, he's tracked. He's out in the open, and this is not looking good for Brokey. Brokey only with one shot here. Great shot to Didi, but he's going to go down. But Didi, how did he bounce that one? Oh, it's going to be Comedy killing off Brokey. Hit points still neck and neck, but they are trying to get D as well. But at the same time, A1N1 got AMB. The cap points are with A1N1 at the moment. Didi's now down to 1 hit points. It's uprising mode at the moment here, with Spitfire's going to go down very quickly. Everything has propagated into this array at this moment. Jera is now dead, with also Spitfires also dead. Absolute turmoil you're seeing right now. Platt is going to go down very quickly, and with Splytix, it's just left, right, and center shots been fired. Comedy is trying to run away, but he's going to be killed by Flytix. What do you for real? Are you going to point out my historical inaccuracies? Platt is now dead, and here we go. We have 4 tanks still remaining up life, but only 40 seconds left. Can A1N1 survive at this moment in time? Hailstorm is killed by Flytix, but the hit points are with Serenity. A1N1 also will be losing Blackstar very quickly, but only 25 seconds left to go. At this moment, Serenity has 1,000 cap points. Doesn't matter. Almost all 7 minutes used, and this game would go to Serenity. 4-2 to Serenity. Well done to Serenity. A1N1 started really well, and these two teams are so closely matched. I really love to see that. So well done to both teams. Commiserations to A1N1. They did really well, but couldn't quite overcome the last hurdle. I think defensive positions they haven't really you know, bunched up together when Serenity really you know, pushed onto one side decisively, and that decisiveness of Serenity is what won them the game, and this is an important match for them. Oh, Dadeo Farouk is having a talk with me about 34. I think something fishy's coming. At the moment, why is his messages removed? Is Nightbot here? What's going on? Don't know why. Here we are. A1N1 4 tanks doing 1-2k Serenity, also 4 tanks doing 1-2k. Here we are. We only have 10 minutes left to go. These games have happened so slow, and well. And I don't think A1N will regret. I think they will get the fair play medal for this. Finally. Alright, so at the same time we have BPS winning 4-1. Turks winning 4-1 to DIN0S. And finally we have LOCA and Immortals. LOCA winning 4-1. And that means it's now looking like this. Sorry for the late update, but it has been a really slow start for all of us. With this one, especially. At the moment, it means BPS, Serenity, Turks, and all LOCA, and also Endgame will have 1 point compared to the other 5 with 0. LOCA. I'm just going to wait here and and I really like NetForce greeting the teams coming in, so really good hospitality, so well done to you, NetForce. If you're watching this, you deserve a shout out. I'm going to reload this one once again. Oh, thank you for the 54th viewer. So, whoa, I'm not expecting this level of viewership. This is like the same level of viewership I get from the spring season. So, thank you very much for the big support. And now, we have APA. There we go. Who is the one Serenity next is? Let's P. Do that here. And here we are. I'm going to change stuff behind the scenes as well, so wait for a few moments. I'll be back very soon. And next we have next game we are streaming is Angry vs DIN0S. Could go really quickly. That's not good stuff for DIN0S by any means. So not sure if it's going to be another 4-0 for Endgame tonight. But let's hope DIN0S is going to do really well next. And we are all in for some great games. And let me get this File Explorer up. Yes, there are a lot of dominant games tonight so far, but that could go that could be different next one probably. Potentially Serenity vs LOCA is going to be really interesting. That is going to be streamed by Nubita. I think he is still fine now. I think he is now fine with the stream, hopefully. Don't know, his stream crashed suddenly. It happens to every streamer. So this is if you don't have a stream crash, then you're not a true streamer. You don't know. You never know why. You don't know why stream crashes happen. Sometimes your laptop decides to act up, and it acts up. So there's no explanation you can go around for that. But what am I doing? That's wrong. Ah, thank you for the subscribe. Thank you for subscribing, 34. I could see that, but there is no sound, so I probably cannot react. DIN0S, where are you? Here we go. And then I'll need to change the, you know, the transition. And then let me just reload this one once again. And I need to change the transition to the battle screen as well. That should be right. Yay! Here we are. Let's change. Okay, we're just going to, you know, put me in the middle then. Oh, reset score. Yes. Let me just get ready. Hey. Let me check the Russian alphabet very quickly. If I have my phone around me, no, not the case. I'm just gonna check from my computer. Russian alphabet. What is the? I'm very sure that B is not the real B. Or is it the real B? Okay, okay, so probably a silent sound. Chai. Not sure what you mean by this. Yeah, with the sound, yes. The sound when someone subscribes or when someone follows you can be very annoying when there's like a sudden bunch of people doing that. Happened to my stream before and people claim it's really annoying, so I'm not sure if they unsubbed to me, but that was a really great shot by please don't kill me if I got this name wrong. I should have done my homework, but it's a Kachie. No, I'm doubting myself with this one, but well, lucky you. You're going to get out of this, but the bad chats. Orca, you want to kill off I'm sorry, Kachai, but you can't. You can't really. It is now down to 724 and win rate 718. This seems to be really good stuff with DIN0S actually, but Vanuso is also really low. Win rate is now the first takedown. This has gone really quickly now. Vanuso is still very far the back, but the hit points are in firm favor of Endgame. But in terms of the tanks, it's with DIN0S. It's now 6 versus 7. I potentially Cross and Vanna will die. They lost Cross, they lost Orca as well. I mean Endgame. The hit points are still with Endgame, but that could change very quickly. with Carolade bouncing onto Kachai. That's not good. Amorales now finally dead. Yeon is going to be rushed by the Kramwagens here. Still close game. But at the moment, it's now Endgame's game to lose. They're trying to shut down Kachai, and it's the case with Carolade putting a shot into Eon. If I Love Susie Bay now dead, Eon is now dead as well. 4 versus 3. Carolade is now dead with 3 very heavy tanks. No, please no. Frostmourne is going to... No, it's Venusaur dying first, but Frostmourne is going to be the next tank down, probably Pops. It's going to run around, it's going to meet someone, it's going to put shells into Peepo Devil. Great shot right here. Can he put another one? Yes, it is the case. With Peepo Devil now down to a one-shot, Pops is going to be a one-shot and killed by Holo Purple, and with Frost now dead. First game goes to Endgame, but by no means DIN0S. This one almost did it. Almost punished Orca very quickly, but I mean, they also lost so many hit points on the other end with Venusaur and Crossaur taking so many hits in their tanks respectively. And it's going to be endgame with first win. They were very lucky not to lose in that game. At the very start, I thought it could have been endgames, have been DIN0S with that kind of punishment that DIN0S dished out. But that could also be to do with DIN0S taking 2 mediums, and Endgame taking only 1. So the hit points are pretty much in favor of Endgame, and DIN0S didn't trade a lot better than Endgame. But that was a really good game by both teams, to be honest with you. Hi, thank you for subscribing, Neon Panic. Thank you for your support. And here we are. The first game goes to Endgame. I have to check. How is it pronounced? I remember it's a nice sound. Yeah, it's a nice sound, and that's oh, it's an A sound, or a short A sound. Yeah. Okay, so it should be Kachai. Kachie. I'm sorry. It's Y translate. It's Y actually by shape as well. Oh, it's U. What? So that means there's a lot of. I'm discombobulated. I don't know. Chopper, are you watching this stream? Can you help me with this? Kachio? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Endgame with Vinculator taking a little bit of hit already, and this time, I don't know, both teams approaching this one. Seems DIN0S, the triple T125 is going to go in to shut down. I love to see BA Orca. They might be able to receive a lot of hits, but it's actually Eon receiving that to push first, and it's eviscerated already. And next tank, we're seeing the quadruple T125s. Don't know what Kachiyu. I have enough of this. 7 versus 5 with Frostmourne taken out very quickly. So Endgame acted a lot more quickly than DIN0S here, with Crossaur being the focus for the Endgame. This is very brutal. From Endgame here, Cross already taken out in an instant. But look at I Love Susie Bay. It's going to be pushed by DIN0S forces, but Winchellate not putting the shell there. I Love Susie Bay is now going to be the next tank down for the end game, but DIN0S have already lost 3 tanks, and this is going to be the first tank down for the end game. Actually, Carolade is going to go down, and the T125s are unable to shut down the T125, the A1N1 at the very start. Pops is now dead. This is totally brutal game by Endgame, leaving DIN0S unable to wrap up, to mop up the tanks with with the K person there killed. And Venusaur Reliquel also killed. This is a total dominant performance by Endgame. And it's 2-0 already for them on my ruin. So really looking strong for Endgame unless something goes really horribly wrong. But I really don't see how DIN0S is able to come back from this at the moment. Endgame just looked like Endgame. It's winter season Endgame, I mean. And 6 tanks do more than 2k. This is just amazing stuff. DIN0S 2 tanks only doing more than 2k. And we are now on to Oasis Pops. Okay, at the moment we are seeing Endgame changing up a little bit. DIN0S is going for Cross at the T125 alongside Vano, Reliquel, and the K person. I'll call you the K person. I gave up in pronouncing. I just need to, you know, probably have to ask next time when I get to stream you once again. I'm so sorry. I should have done it prior to the stream. And endgame we have Double Griller by. What is going on? Amorality? Or do you mean Amoralis? Since endgame, Toby is in. Well, what happened to that? Nat? Are you here, Nat? People's Devil. I'm going to. No, I can't invite you to room. Yeah, Amoralis. There's no one that's called Amorality. Well, don't you dare strike a net like that. Oh god. Leon Panic. Kochube. Is that it? Because I'm very sure that's I'm very sure that is Russian tapped alphabet, not transliteration. But I trust you, Leon Panic. Kochube. I'll call you Kochube, then. Yep. I'll trust you on this. Please don't kill me if I got it wrong. I trust Leon Panic for getting this right for me. Oasis Palm, it is 2-0 so far for endgame Pops. In that bat chat is going to get a lot of spots potentially. But bat chat, the problem is really the armor and also potentially the accuracy. But I was informed by Stain that it is more accurate than a moving Vicus Light. But with Vicus Light and taking a little bit of hit in the Pops there as well. That's still a good start for DIN0S. Once again. And Reliquel also taking a hit down there. Oh, he is going really aggressive down this gully here. But will endgame make a move now? Let's look at Akishi. Great shot into Reliquel. And another shot into Reliquel it is. Yes, it's all Carolate. What on earth has happened? He has taken a big hit there. The hit was still with DIN0S here, but they have made a move. They're trying to shut down the tanks. They're pushing, but endgame has pulled back very quickly. Their guns are now on Reliquel. Reliquel is stuck there. Great push by Toby. That also means Reliquel's armor is de-angled. With Reliquel now dead, Venusaur is going to be taken down very quickly. Holoperp is going to put a last shell in to Venusaur. It's going to be case, or will Holoperp wait for a little longer? Venusaur is now killed, so it's now 7 vs 5 for endgame. With Carolate also dead, Crosssaw is also very low. Winterlate is now killed. Orca is going to reload with Holo Purple. Now going to put a shot into Crosssaw. Orca bounces onto Crosssaw. Holo Purple is going to put a shell in here. Frostmourne is also dead, and Crosssaw. I see why. So it's kind of transliterated, but not quite. So thank you very much, Leon Panic. Hollow Purple is now killed with Pops now trying to run away to Pro, and really DIN0S struggling to cope with Endgame. Amorales is now the focus for Endgame and Kachube. I hope I got it right this time. He's trying to put a shell into Orca, and it's tracked. Great tracked shell right here. He's trying to stay alive, but it's a bounce onto Orca. Pop's trying to run around against I Love Susie Bay. It's actually not over yet for Endgame, but Morales is now dead. Toby kills him off with I Love Susie Bay. Great shot into Pops, and Kochube is going to be killed. And Pops also killed. 3-0 it is for Endgame. It really looks really grim. 4 DIN0S at the moment. They still can't seem to find a foothold in this. I think they got really aggressive here, and Endgame knows very well how to defend from a very aggressive setup by the other team. And it seems DIN0S really can't achieve anything by being that aggressive, but they did really well at shutting down Caroline in that gorilla. And it is now going to be another game on to Oasis Palms, and potentially, thank you Leon Panic, I got it right, yes! And really DIN0S has to start performing, and otherwise it's going to be a very convincing 4-0 to Endgame. It is. Kachube, thank you. I say thank you to you. He's from Kana. Oof. Oh, you're a marshmallow. I see why. I see. Great, now we're seeing Endgame vs DIN0S right now. DIN0S, this is going to be the game that they need to win. They have to win this one. Otherwise, Endgame would be finishing tonight with no matches lost. That means we can go into the room that is not streamed. I think it was BPS versus a clan, I forgot. I think it was Immortals, so we will see if it's a 4-0 right here. But at the moment we are seeing DIN0S, blue team South Spawn with Endgame red team North Spawn. Pops once again the backtrack gang spots up, getting I Love Susie Bay. Oh, couldn't put a shell in, but I Love Susie Bay is able to do that. Can Pops do it once again? No, he's going to reload. And he crashes into the rock. Doesn't matter because he's in cover while crashing into the rock. Don't think the drivers will be pleased about that crash though. But I can do it. Kachube is running away in the T22 medium, so that's really good. With Endgame looking. No, it's DIN0S. Sorry, Rediquel is like a red herring right here. It's not Endgame, but it's DIN0S. But here we are. Endgame now. Are they showing how it's going to be done by being very aggressive? They're trying to shut down Kachube, but I think he is going to be really low. I don't think he can run away from this. He needs help desperately. The hit points are with Endgame by a lot here, by more than 3k at the moment here. They have the cap lead though. But if they lose Pops and also Venusaur and also Kachube, DIN0S dropping a lot of hit points. And they're trying to shut down Windchillate here. Windchillate is horrendously isolated, but that much of hit point difference from Endgame, is it going to matter if they lose Windchillate? I probably don't think so. They're going to lose Windchillate, but really, Winchillate's trying to put a shell into Kachube, killing off Kachube actually. So that's one for one. That's better than nothing. Oh, Venusaur, Crossaur, both getting taken out at pretty much the same time. It's now 6 vs 4 with Endgame mopping things up. Pops is now dead. And it's pretty much Endgame's game. I really don't see how DIN0S making a comeback here. Endgame a lot stronger with the shots. And DIN0S seem to be, you know, having their minds elsewhere. I mean, same to my stream, but they just gave up. They just raised their white flag. I hope they will do a lot better tomorrow, because this is really not top 10 performance here. Frostmourne is now dead, and it's now 4-0 to endgame, and that was a huge win. For endgame, 8 wins, 8 match wins, 0 match losses. So endgame will be starting this season so well. And you would think, how did they get out of the first round so easily? And not easily, but how did they even get out of the first round on the first day? In the professional studio, you'll be asking that question, and I would too. And with that kind of performance displayed by DIN0S, they have to do a lot better here. This is really not good stuff. And while we wait, I'm just going to check about Immortals versus to BPS versus Immortals. They're still playing, I believe. So I can get into a room. We can stream. We can follow them because no one's following them. So I'm going in. Oh, come on, please don't lag. Well, it seems BPS is going to do 4-0 against Immortals. So many 4-0s tonight. Unfortunately, it seems there are teams that are much better than the other. It's not like Season 1 where the teams are quite evenly matched. This is probably not the case at the moment. Immortals losing to BPS 0-3. Oh dear. Oh, actually, the first team. This is the first. Unlike the last one, this is the first game that has finished, not the last. So we'll find out soon. Oh, it's 4-0 to BPS. BPS well, very sorry to Immortals as well. It's going to end 4-0 to BPS, and well, I would say all the three games are streamed by Exit, Fujit, and Numita. So I recommend you all to watch their streams. Meanwhile, I'll just end my stream right here. I'm not going to delay for too long. I'm going to show support to these streamers here, and yeah. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And I'll be following. I'll tell you very quickly. I'll begin with Veil versus Immortals, and then finish off with Endgame versus LOCA. This game, Endgame versus LOCA, is the game that I think you should all follow, and I think this game will be very close. So, I'm gonna say bye to everyone.